Hey, what's up guys? And it's of course Mr. Miles, okay? And the reason why I'm making this video is because people have been asking me, hey Miles, could you please make a video as to why you took your trades and why you're so patient in trading? Now, I'm going to tell you something about this. But before I go further, don't forget that this video is being sponsored by Xness. Click the link in the description, join my Telegram group, and also you can open yourself a trading account using my link, okay? Now, let's go to business. First of all, I told you guys that one thing I do is I don't use indicators. Look at my chart here. Look at my chart. I don't use any indicator and I will never use any indicator. Why? Because me as a trader, I am so much how can I say I'm so much determined to know what will happen in the future. Okay, you get that? Now let me show you something. This is a daily time frame. And this is called JPY. But before I move further, let me show you that I gave people the thing. And when I tell you one thing, that guys, please be patient. I told you one thing. Patience is like addiction. It's like addiction. You have to fight it. You see, I told you buy, close, sell, and you start buying this. And for your information, look at the price. We bought at like 99.724. 99.724, which is just around here. And all the time I've been telling you to be patient. Patience. Be patient. Hey, be patient. Be patient. And I'm going to show you why I took that trade. Patience is very important. Now let me show you something. If you look at CAD JPY, because I took it on Friday and we are holding it now up to Tuesday. Now look at CAD JPY. Let's first mark our charts. One thing you have to know is if you look at the previous, just a moment. If you look at the previous market, let me mark for you something. Look at this point. Look at this peak. We have that peak. Okay, price was moving in daily. It was an uptrend. I want you to understand it was an uptrend. Don't be lied that this was an uptrend. And look at again this point. I'm gonna be slow, but bear with me because you will understand very well. I'm meaning this second peak here. I think I should have used my phone. This was also an uptrend. Like that was the highest peak. Now we have our main support here. See our support, or see this support here. See this support. Now I want you to see one thing and see for yourself. What is this? When you see price coming down, lower lows, but respecting this support, what is that? It's turning out to be a bullish flag. A bullish flag. What is a bullish flag? Hey, my power has just gone off. What is a bullish flag? A bullish flag, okay, sorry, just a moment guys. A bullish flag is a continuation of a trend. You understand that? A continuation of a trend. Now let me draw for you. We have what we call a pole in the bullish flag. A pole, I'm drawing something like a channel. From that point, that is a channel. So I confirmed this trade and I was like, guys, please, let's hold the trade. But I'm going to make a video. That's why I'm so much annoyed of people who closed the trade before. Now, I want you to know one thing. This trade would have been null. We would have not bought this trade if this support here, 98.677, was broken. If this support was broken, then this point was going to turn us our resistance. But we had rejections at that point. Okay? Now, what are we expecting? We expect price to move to the tip here. When price reaches the tip, this will be the determinant whether it will either be a resistance point for a change of trend, okay, or it will break and we keep still moving up. You understand that? Because if you see this is a pure characteristic of a bullish flag. I hope you can see this is a bullish flag. Now let's go to weekly time frame. I told you I love high time frames. Why? Because that is where money is. You just don't know. Look at that last week. We had a strong rejection candle. Strong rejection candle. The sellers tried pushing price down, but the buyers had to come down with all that force. Now, if last week the candle closed like this, then it is obvious that in the next coming week, we are also having bullish momentum. But the question is, where do you put your entries? That is where most guys are so confused. Where do you put your entries, Mr. Miles? Where do you put your entries? For that, I think I'm going to use my laptop because I'm not all that cool to using this. Now, see this. See this. See what I marked. See what I marked. Support. On H4, it is even very clear. It has broken. The bullish flag has been broken. Now, let me show you. This is a lower low here. Lower low here. And then this lower low, like, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. Why is it that this lower low here did not break this lower low? It means that is the like price cannot reach this lower low here. It cannot reach again. Then why is it that price has broken? A characteristic of a clear bullish flag. Now we are heading to 102.547. Let's see what the market has to give us. Guys, let's see what the market has to give us. So this is the first video of CAD JPY. I hope you have understood why we took this one. Bullish flag. Now let me make again another video of the next trade that we took. Yes guys, now let's move again to NZD card. This is a day one time frame. Now let's watch. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Before we move on, let me first go to small time frames because I saw something so sweet here. Something so sweet. Now watch here. Guys, I want you to watch. The first thing that you have to do before doing anything is ask yourself, what is the trend? Hey, what is the trend, Mr. Mouse? Now, there is a candle that got my sight so much. Okay, let me first go to daily time frame and I'm gonna draw something. Miles, you're going to mark support and resistance point. I'm going to use these two candles, these two big candles here. If you won't ask me why, you see this. There are going to be very nice rejection points on small time frames. Now, I'm going to mark that point. Okay, I'm going to mark that point. Now, you see that price was respecting this point. No candle closed above that point. Now let's go to these time frames like H4 and let's see. Oh my goodness. See that. See that. See that we had a pullback at this point. So what is this pullback? We call it a correction. Then an impulse to the bearish trend. So the reason why I chose this impulse is because its momentum was so strong. The bullish momentum was so strong. That's why I chose it. Why is there is going to be a strong bearish push? You could see this strong rejection candle that could significantly could give a significance. English is not all that cool. See this. See that. See that. Now, Miles, you can see that. Why are you taking this bearish trend? Because I was best that, oh, what is going to really happen is if price moves up to this point and we have rejections on that point, then meaning this is a strong resistance point. It's a strong point for price to keep moving down. Now, where are we heading to? You see, price does not just reverse from anywhere. Hey, my brother, we are moving up to down here before we decide. But in trading, no, anything can happen because I'm already seeing a problem. I'm already seeing a problem. Now, let me show you the problem. Let me show you the problem. Why is, I'm going to mark this point. This is going to be my point that I'm going to mark. Good. Why are you marking that point, Mr. Miles? This is a significant candle. We had a strong bearish candle there, and I'm marking it. So now, why is it that if this bearish candle here closes below, then I will keep holding the trade. The whole team will keep holding the trade until down here. And mark you, we gave this trade, guys. we gave this sell NZD card. Now we are going to sell NZDSD. I will show you why I took that trade also. So you can see this. You can see this. Okay, let's go to high time frames. I showed you about that high time. Okay, like if you're drawn round numbers in this time frame, you would, in these charts, you would not complain. If you don't know how to draw round numbers, you'll not watch my videos well. Oh, you've not watched my videos well, my brother. Now see this. You see this. Which time frame do I use? I use weekly time frame. But since we are moving on to the new months, let's wait and see how this candle will close. Hey, let's wait and see how the candle will close so that we can determine the next month. Will this candle close in a rejection way, or all this week will be covered? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see who will be stronger this month. Is it the bear? Is it the bulls or the sellers? Let's wait and see. Now we are done with that one. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. And one thing that you often, why am I saying this thing is going down? Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I have to show you this. Look at here. Look at here. All these are higher highs. Head and shoulder pattern. You know, I love trading because even when I'm teaching you guys, I just love what I'm doing because it's so sweet. It's so sweet to do what you know. It's so sweet to make money out of what you love. You know, people tell me that, Miles, why are you making money in trading? It's because I'm doing what I love, and at the end of doing what I love, I also make money in what I love doing. You see that? Now I want you to see this. See this. Whenever the neck region is broken, it is a bearish move. Whenever the neck region is broken, sorry, I'm showing you something. I need a trend line. Okay, now let me show you. Whenever the neck region is broken, then it's a change of direction. It's a fall. You get that? It's a fall, and price has to fall up to down here. Okay, before we think otherwise. Price does not just stand, it has to move up to there regardless of how long it takes. Yes, now let me zoom out this point. What is so interesting about, oh my goodness, now you see this, you see this, you see this, you see this, you see this candle. Oh my goodness, a nice rejection candle. What do you have to do? That is a sweet pattern to enter the trade. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Let's move on to the next point again. Show you about NZDSD. Okay. Now, guys, if you look at NZDSD, I'm kind of scared of this trade. Let me tell you why. Because I'm losing my hopes to sell it all. But the good thing is, it's I won't lose anything. It's a risk-free trade, and I also gave this trade. If you think I'm joking, you've already seen the sell NZDSD. Now. And one thing I told you, see about card JPY, I gave people a long time about the thing, and you're just playing, man. You're not patient in the market. Why? You need some strokes, baby. Okay, so let me show you this. This NZDSD. Watch it very well. Why I'm losing my patience in it. I took this trade due to, if you see what I was talking about NZD card, a strong impulse. A momentum, bullish momentum here, where I always it catches my attention, and I do something called I draw some lines. You gotta do that, and sometimes I can also draw below the opening price and the and the closing price. Now, if you come to H4, I'm losing my patience. Why, Miles? Why? Why? But in H1 it is reading something different. But of course, one thing I know is I believe in high time frames. Oh my goodness. Now see this. Higher high, and higher high. Now, let me show you something, guys. This is a secret. Let me show you something. Oh my goodness. Let me show you something. Why is it that? If you look at this, why is it that price is rejecting that point? Because this is our support point that is supposed to push price to the next higher high. But the question is why? Why is it that we are having a Miles? Why is that we are having a rejection candle here? Look at this green candle. Look at this green candle here. Why? Why is it rejecting that point? Why is it respecting this point? Hey, this I call it a neck, or what should I call it? Why is it respecting these points, this price? Why? There must be a reason. Okay, there must be a reason. Now let's go to H4. This trade, I'm not sure what's going to happen. You get that? Anything can happen, but all we just know is it's a risk-free trade. If you come to H1, it has broken. See this H1, it has broken that point. It has broken that point. But in H4, it's not yet. Okay? But also it rejected the second point. But this is the main one. It has broken. So, and another thing that I'm kinda sure about this trade is, if you look at in H1, this is a head and shoulder. So, okay, this trade might sell, but there might be a possible retracement a bit before it kind of falls. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing. Understand the shapes. Hey, my friend. Understand the shapes in the markets. Understand the shapes in the market. Miles, what are you thinking? I don't take profits easily, just because this one I'm going to keep on trailing. You see, this is what I'm expecting, guys. This is what I'm seeing. I don't know what you're seeing, but what do you think about this video, guys? Okay, leave a like, leave a comment. And another thing that I'm gonna tell you guys, please, okay, if you want your trading career to change, practice one thing. Be patient. Don't even practice. Can I say pray over it or what? Yeah, I think prayer can work. Yeah, pray, because the thing is like an addiction, where another addiction is being greedy. It's an addiction. Physiology. Being impatient is like an addiction. A lot of the things just like an addiction. So what am I trying to tell you guys? Work on that so much. Work on that. You know how to trade. I'm sure you know how to trade, but the biggest problem you're facing is impatience, being greedy, trading under pressure, opening trades when you're bored, which you don't have to do that. Go play yourself some games if you're bored, man. Yeah, or go and do something. Don't play with your money in the charts. Be smart enough. Then another thing is that, guys, did you know you can be funded? Did you know you can be funded 10,000 to any amount? And one thing is, I told you soon bringing up I think I'm going to make a video about this, about a prop farm. Yeah, you'll love it, because did you know how sweet it is to trade 10,000 up to $100,000, or even up to $200,000? I think you haven't known the sweetness yet. But guys, let me end this video and we shall catch up. Just leave a comment. What do you think about this, man? Have a nice time.